you're gonna teach us a thing or two.
Introducing first, from Cincinnati, Ohio, the veteran, Jack Vaughn.
Well, here's a guy who thinks he can teach a lot of people in the sport a thing or two about a thing or two. Hard to call him the
Best thing I've ever seen.
Pennsylvania, Riddle.
Certainly Matt Riddle goes to the beat of his own drum.
He's been jiu-jitsu black belt. Matt is so fast, multi-time WWE champion. This is going to be a hell of a match.
You know what? I was just sitting there thinking when you mentioned Vaughn's titles and everything, and they did it all with all the wrong moves, right?
I know. Yeah, somehow, some way, by hook or crook. The thing is, Jack Vaughn, obviously, we know that he loves to cheat. We know that this is not going to be a back-and-forth competitive match. You know, I mean, to say that Jack Vaughn is going to, do his very best to go one-on-one and be a sportsman, that's not happening. We all know that's not happening. It's just a question of when.
You know, I just found out today that he's from Cincinnati, one of my homeboys.
Yeah.
Right? So, good, bad, or indifferent, he's like the Bengals. It'd be great, but he got to cheer for him.
Jack Vaughn is a tall drink of water, 6'6" or so, 250 pounds, 2+ decades in the sport.
Oh, look out. Are we going to see that? We're going to see the thigh slap. Here we go. Get ready for it. He's got to warm it up here. He's got to warm it up. Listen to the crowd. They're there. It's anticipation.
Well, Matt Riddle's not here to mess around. Jack Vaughn may take some sort of power and energy from the fans' groundswell of support, but Riddle's here. I mean, UFC veteran Les, Riddle's a competitor through and through.
Yeah. And watching just this early couple of seconds.
Oh, look at the choke. Early, look at that choke.
Whoa, nice reversal. Great. But as they open up, I'm seeing one guy's deadly serious, the other guy is taking this like a lark. And talk about a contrast in style, right? I mean, you wonder.
Riddle was looking for the RKO a moment ago, saying it's that close. That's the thing, Les. I think a lot of fans and a lot of opponents maybe get an incorrect read on Riddle. They see his hair, they see his laid-back attitude, and they think, man, he can't be that tough. He can't be that bad. But once he's in competition mode, that gear switches.
Well, and I think the persona and the attitude, sort of disguises the fact that he's a hell of a martial artist.
That's true.
Poke to the eyes, though, that'll get you every time, whether you're a martial artist or not.
Really.
And there you go, just Jack Vaughn throws him away. And there it is, the thigh slap to the crowd. But, here's the thing, though. You can, I think people sometimes underestimate Jack Vaughn as well. Jack is a formidable competitor when he wants to be.
No doubt.
But he can't take Riddle too lightly. You cannot take a man like Matt Riddle too lightly in this situation.
As I watch Vaughn, he reminds me of a dear friend of mine, God rest his soul, Terry Funk, who was the clown prince of our business, I think, but at the same time, a lethal competitor without doubt.
Oh, 1,000%.
One of the best.
1,000%, yes.
You notice Vaughn's taking things a lot more seriously now since he felt the wrath of Riddle. Riddle was able to leverage him to the outside just on that leg strength and reach. And Vaughn showed he's got some leg strength all his own.
That's the thing about Jack Vaughn. He does come out here. He wants to showboat. He wants to play to the crowd. But you tick him off. You make him mad. He'll flip that switch in a heartbeat. 2 count.
Pretty.
Vaughn's one of those guys that he's been here year in and year out.
Yeah.
He is a warrior. He is tenacious. And he has earned the right to be a Squared Circle Expo regular. Les, I got to ask you, you've been in the ring and training with all types, all styles. What do you make of Matt Riddle's choice to fight barefoot?
I have wrestled barefooted back in the old days, like if you're outdoors in the rain, because of canvas, with the composition soles on wrestling boots, it's like putting drag racing slicks on a wet pavement, right? There is virtually no traction. So I hated wrestling barefoot. It's almost like somebody going to step on your big toe.
Yeah.
Right?
So it has its advantages, it sounds like, but it also has its disadvantages.
Yeah. Well, like I said, with rain,
look out,
he got better footing.
Riddle's going to go for that choke again.
I do too.
Riddle is lethal with that rear naked choke. Seen him put many men away in wrestling and MMA. But Vaughn it would suit Vaughn to slow this pace down, to make it more methodical, and certainly stay away from the grip of Matt Riddle.
Well, but obviously with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, you saw those palm strikes just then. Matt's got those quick legs as well. And, man, he can pinpoint those heel kicks and just catch you in the right spots and knock the wind clean out of you. And, again, boom, up, and Vaughn gets him that time with the scoop slam there and 2 count.
Les, I got to ask you, when Riddle was in UFC, his departure had nothing to do with his performance, that's for sure, because he was a badass through and through.
Right.
And 2 of the categories he ranked highest in was strikes landed and takedown defense. You as a trainer and mentor, how would you advise Vaughn to counteract that?
Well, if he's trained takedown defense, obviously, is to try and weight him. Get in low, ride him, and take his speed and agility away from him, right? Make him wear himself out trying to like a good figure 4 body scissors from behind.
Riddle on top of your cover attempt of the Proton.
Yeah,
still a 2 count. Well, I think Jack Vaughn needs some of that advice now, Les, because he's on the receiving end.
These guys have a lot left in the tank. It's still early on in this match. They're going to have to beat the hell out of each other a lot more than they have so far.
Right. Well, when you mentioned earlier about Vaughn slowing down, I was thinking, wow, Joe, if he slows down anymore, he'll stop breathing. I mean,
look out! Oh my God!
Nice German suplex there. Jack Vaughn may like to start slow and then taper off from there, but Matt Riddle is looking to quicken the pace.
So impressive is Matt Riddle now. And look out, boom, big forearm. Look at him just manhandle Jack Vaughn here.
That's a great throw. Matt's so great at popping those hips, getting that leverage, and a second Proton, and that'll knock the wind out of Jack Vaughn.
Matt is so fast, Les. You have to think that gives. Hang on a second, 2 count.
Whoa. So close.
That's really got to give Matt the advantage here is the quickness, the speed. As Joe said earlier, Matt wants to kind of maybe stay away from Vaughn. Vaughn's not super quick, that's for sure. He's explosive when he needs to be, but he's not super quick.
And those kind of guys are a little sneaky.
Yeah.
Because they change the pace so quick. From that. Whoa.
Great roll through by Riddle, but just off that evasion of the moonsault.
Yeah.
But Vaughn scoring with these elbows.
Yeah. You're mentioning wrestling barefoot earlier, but like that deal there, I'm thinking my ankles aren't going to put up with a lot of it.
That's got to be absolutely a factor. You don't have that support in the ankles. Look out, another pin attempt. Vaughn's got him locked up.
Whoa. Man, that was 2 5/8 or close.
And a great transition because notice, Les, Jack did not let go of the body contact on Riddle. Immediately transitioned into the Boston Crab.
Riddle is in trouble here. The torque on those knees is tremendous. The ACL, MCL, you can tear one of those in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Riddle, though, able to get to the ropes and break it up. That's good. Also, the thing, too, about Vaughn, guys, you need to look out for is that big lariat. Vaughn has that explosive lariat. He can connect out of anywhere. And if he connects with that, it's always more than not
He's
over.
calling for
Look
it.
out.
He's calling for it.
Oh, Riddle, what a counter.
Riddle rolls with the momentum.
Oh, my.
Jack caused it himself. On that
bone of the
last
knee.
move when he stood and played with the crowd, he gave Matt a chance to recover.
Absolutely.
So he cost himself.
That was a great counter, though, from Matt Riddle.
Riddle got a long 2 count, the bone of the knee. Oh, that twisted Proton scores that time. Shoulders are down.
Oh, my gosh.
That was what? I said 5/8 before. That was more like 7/8 or something.
And Riddle thought that was 3. Riddle shot the most shocked in the building that this wasn't it.
Look at this on the replay here. You see Riddle, boom, beautifully connected and just move after move, connects with that knee.
And back live, you can see Riddle channeling, psyching himself up. Maybe he's listening to some of those voices.
Good reversal by Jack.
Oh,
Set him up. Yeah, good.
Textbook spine buster.
absolutely. Here it comes. What?
Out of nowhere!
Counters. Can he get him? Oh, my God, he does.
Here's your winner.
Wow.
Matt Riddle.
Out of nowhere, and boys, that's what makes the difference between great and good.
What a hell of a match that was, though. My gosh.
And you can see the standing ovation for Matt Riddle. You can say what you want about his laid-back demeanor, but he fights as hard as anybody I've seen.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Oh, my God.
Listen, it's that tenacity of a competitor, right? That will to be the best that drives him on.
Sure. You know, he's got the kind of personality that I've seen in wrestlers like Sputnik Monroe over the years, right?
Google it for
You
kids.
don't take them seriously at first.
Yes.
That's your mistake.
Look at that, a handshake, though.
Yeah.
Nice. You like to see that, don't you,
Yes,
Les?
yeah, I do.
Nowadays, it's very far and few between, but you like to see that sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
That was a hell of a match.
It was. Very good.
And for those of you who don't know who Sputnik Monroe is, you better look that up. You better Google search that. Man, there's the thigh slap, because you got to give the people what they want, Dombrowski.
Is that what the people want?
That's what they want. Look at them.
That's what I've been doing wrong this whole time.
I should have thigh slapped you at the beginning of the show.
Please don't. I'll file a grievance with HR.
Listen, if you guys are going to go at it, let me get my striped shirt and I'll referee, okay?